Gut, dann müssen wir gleich mal lesen, ne? Ich gucke mich hier aber noch ein bisschen um. Eigentlich alles gesehen, ne? Achso, so ein Knopf wieder wie eine Streichholzschachtel oder so. Ja, Musik, Musik. So. Uiuiui. Hi Matthew, we've been studying organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image which appears to show pilot information. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments which flow cytometry. With cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get this to get the department to look at the SEM. Kind regards, Sochi. Ja, wahrscheinlich wird es... Ich kann die Maus ja nicht zeigen. Ich wollte gerade mit dem Finger drauf zeigen, aber das wäre ein bisschen blöd gewesen. Ja. Ich weiß nicht, ob das große Ding sein soll. Glaube ich nicht. Wenn ich jetzt wüsste, was Pilot ist, ob das jetzt Pilot Formation, dass dieser gerade Strich da sein soll. Hey Soichi, it was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex. Life on Europa. Dinococcus radiodurans might be worth looking at, as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at Sulfotabus acidocaladarius, Sulfolobus acidocaladarius produces pili, also pili ist Mehrzahl von pilos, pili in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism. Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 Sievert per day. Sievert, ist es auf Englisch, wird es Sievert ausgesprochen? About 300,000 times the level on Earth. Das ist echt viel, ey. Wenn du keinen Strahlschutzanzug hättest, würdest du innerhalb von, wenn du einmal draußen bist und das als Ganzkörperdosis am Tag abkriegst, hast du ungefähr noch 3 Wochen. Und das wird qualvoll. Deine roten Blutkörperchen hören auf, überproduziert zu werden. Das rote Knochenmark wird zerstört. Du bildest keine Antikörper mehr, keine Blutplättchen mehr. Die haben ja, gut, rote Blutkörperchen halten ein bisschen länger. Die haben 1-2 Monate oder so. Sind die so lang? Ich weiß es gerade nicht. Aber Blutplättchen sind ja nur mehrere Tage. Das heißt, du wirst verbluten innerlich an Mikroblutung. Geil. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath the macula is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Hi Matthew, we have attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. We will proceed irradiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming organism 119 Europa Radiophilus. What do you think? Ja, das ist ein schöner Name. Also das Ding steht so gesagt auf Radioaktivität. I'm Matthew. We have now run the irradiation experiment and can confirm that Europa Radiophilus does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We checked various DNA repair enzymes with GFP And I found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP images. Das ist ja krass. Das repariert einfach mal seine DNA, um Mutationen vorzubeugen. Wenn es irgendwann in einen größeren Organismus natürlich übergehen sollte, auch so schon, dass es einzeln überlebt. I thought something's amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how Europa radiophilus, good name, could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with Europa radiophilus, perhaps a virus? We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to Europa radiophilus to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus which we have named unknown Europa virus, UEV. Get electrophoresis image attached. Yeah, this is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We finished sequencing the data attached. It's the virus unlike any we've ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for senescence. Senescence? Perform biological, so immortality. We are running some longer-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. Solchi. Okay, gleich geschafft. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. Also dem Virus jetzt. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going to human testing. We are going to use ourselves as subjects. Is the only way to accelerate progress. Das ist aber keine gute Idee. Oha. Okay, haben wir auch nochmal. Ist gar nicht so viel. So what is it you found then, Sochi, Chris? We found an extremophile, an example, an organism that can live in extreme conditions that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. What's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence. So you found that something that could make humans immortal? Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases and massively increase life expectancy. Das ist anstrengend. So, krass. Also abgesehen von dieser biologischen, sag ich schon, roboterartigen Bedrohung hier, könnte es sein, dass das auch noch irgendwo eine Rolle mit reinspielt. Heftig. Heftig. Loading. Chapter 2. So, wir sind wieder in den Test Chambers.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Oh. Ich glaube, das Ding macht das zu. Ah, klar. Sinn. Easy. Einfach aufstellen. So. Easy.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the Moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are opened. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
Ja. Ja, okay, keine Ahnung. Tom. Ich hätte gerne die Möglichkeit, ich weiß nicht, wie das funktionieren soll. Also wir müssen definitiv hier irgendwas machen, aber was nun genau? Das war's? Das war ja nicht mehr doll.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Ja, das ist nun blöd, weil ich möchte gerne... Wait a minute. So, funktioniert das. Nein, tut's nicht. Also eben war es auch nur lächerlich. So kann es sein. Ach so. Okay, ich muss aber trotzdem kurz rausfinden, was das Ding hier macht. Box Delivery System. Das wäre ja gut, wenn wir noch eine hätten. Aber Passiert hier irgendwas? Okay. Dann fallen wir einmal durch. Also wir brauchen die Box. Ja. Aber wie? Wie holen wir uns die? Denk nach, Nox. Ach so. Ganz einfach. Ganz einfach. Aber vorhin nicht geschnallt. So, jetzt aber. So. Nee, brauchen wir. Okay, na gut. Okay, das war's schon. Sehr gut.